got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you by us, Bro Talk. We're always on the mark. Shemaine, man, Jason in the director's seat as usual. Thanks for joining us for another week of the craziness, the hilarity. Let's kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dexter Stuckey here, super excited to join Bro Talk Live, the best show in late night. I want to start the show off by thanking everybody for watching the show. We really appreciate you guys. And I also want to issue a very public apology to all the women who I've offended, who I may have offended last week when I said that LaToya was the first woman to be on Bro Talk Live. That's not what I meant to say. LaToya is absolutely not the first woman who has joined Bro Talk Live. She's the first woman who joined the show in quite some time. We've had amazing women on the show, such as Ashley Joy, Zori Monet, Bloganista, April Rain, who started the Oscar So White tweet, which is really fitting because we're talking about the Oscars tonight, and a lot of other women we've had. And a lot of other women we've had on the show, and I'm really blessed and thankful for all the women who have taken their time to not only join Bro Talk Live, but to also watch Bro Talk Live. We thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you.
I didn't like that. That you did there.
Child of God, how's it going, sir?
I'm doing great.
What's that on your neck, bro?
Well, right here.
A hooky.
Ooh. Okay, Keisha Cole.
Don't jump and get you. You got one of them hickeys on your neck. Keisha Cole, she put you on, huh?
I'm
He's so embarrassed.
the very first time in my life, I have very little facial hair, but when I do shave it, I usually don't mess up, and I do. So
You was feeling it, huh?
I was trying to get ready for you guys, trying to keep up. Be as beautiful as y'all.
It's hard.
Well, Will will not be joining us tonight. He's out fighting for our country.
No, he's not. But yeah, we'll might hop on, but probably not. He's not fighting for the country. I'm not sure why you said that. We don't have to lie, Dex. You don't got to lie to kick it.
We don't got to lie to kick it.
Thanks for reaching out in the comments already. Let's get into some of these comments. Let's go. What up, Levi? Hey, boys. Hey, LaToya. How's it going? Hi. What's up, Vance? Dion, yo, Shakima. And thank you, everybody, for checking in early. We really appreciate it. You guys ready to start?
Dion put yo-yo. He wants us to be Kappa so bad.
Amen. All right, let's kick it over to the rundown. Let's start with the 93rd Annual Academy Awards. Did you guys watch it? It was boring. If you didn't watch it,
I was too busy. I was too busy watching The Real Housewives. I didn't catch that.
Oh. Or Jocelyn's new show. What's
Jocelyn's new show.
What is the name of that show? I have no idea. It's ridiculous.
Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Yeah, we go.
Or so I've heard.
On channel that you have, Zeus TV. The night started off well enough. Her won Best Original Song for Fight for You off of the Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack. And Daniel Kaluuya also won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Fred Hampton in the same movie. So it started off really strong. Regina King was hosting it beginning, and it was very black affair, it seemed like, at the beginning. He even capped it off with a memorable bit in his little acceptance speech once he won his very first Oscar.
You got to celebrate life, man. We're breathing, we're walking. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. My mom met my dad. They had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you understand? I'm here. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy to be alive. So I'm going to celebrate that tonight. Do you understand? And I appreciate every single person in the room.
She was so bewildered as to why he said, look at her reaction. Like, it's hilarious.
You got to celebrate life, man. We're breathing, we're walking. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible. Like, it's incredible. My mom met my dad. They had sex. It's amazing. Like, do you understand? I'm here. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy to be alive. So
she said, what is he talking about? Dex, you're on mute.
I just said, like, why would he say that? But I don't want to make anybody mad or how I am with this stuff.
We're going to keep going. We even had Glenn Close performer Cruella DeVille doing the butt. Very strange behavior with Lil Rel. you didn't like that, Ty?
Give it, Glenn.
She was throwing it back. He was throwing that thing back there.
You telling me it's a throwback in her day.
She was throwing it. So everything was a party, and then the wheels started to fall off. Golden Globe winner Andra Day didn't win the Oscar for Best Actress, and neither did Viola Davis.
And the Oscar for Best Actress goes to Frances McDormand. No man's land.
So there goes our sweep of minorities winning the big acting categories for the first time ever. That happened at the Golden Globes. People thought it would happen at the Oscars. Of course it didn't. But I do like Frances McDormand. She's one of my favorite actresses. And then the moment that they built the whole show around, the last award of the night, which for the first time, guys, since 1948, the last award of the night was not Best Picture. The first time since 1948. So they switched the whole award show around because they knew everybody was going to be watching to see if a certain someone that is no longer with us will win his very first Academy Award. And this is what happened.
So the nominees for actor are Anthony Hopkins, the father, Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Gary Oldman, Mank, Stephen Yeun, Minari. And the Academy Award for actor goes to Anthony Hopkins, the father. The Academy congratulates Anthony Hopkins and accepts the Oscar on his behalf. Thank you.
And then the show just ends after that. Like, that was the end. So they just ended on that note.
They gave it to an award to a man who was alive and didn't even decide to show up.
Yeah, because he was home. He did send his his thanks for winning the award virtually a day later because he didn't expect to win.
Good morning. Here I am in my homeland in Wales, and at 83 years of age, I did not expect to get this award. I really didn't, and very grateful to the Academy, and thank you. And I want to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who's taken from us far too early. And again, thank you all very much.
Very nice from Anthony Hopkins. Very nice. What you saying, Dex? Why are you shaking your head like that? Don't you feel like it was a little? You feel like it was a little?
What they call it, post-mortem?
What?
Chadwick wasn't the only person that would be winning the award post-mortem.
That's a nasty joke. That was a nasty. That was a nasty.
Himself. I didn't expect to win this award at my age.
Doesn't he still star on that show Westworld? Is that him?
I don't know if that's it. Oh, you talking about the HBO show? He's from Hannibal. Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. Silence of the Lambs. But
but he's done more recent stuff. Is that me?
I mean, I don't hear anything. I'm not sure what you're referencing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like feedbacking.
You're just taking over the show with your bad feedback. Oh, and he cuts out. Let's get some people's comments. I see why they had this picture. Jesus, Dia. That's nasty. He was Hannibal. And the thing that bugged me so much, Dex, is that they built the whole show around the fact that Chadwick Boseman was supposed to win. Like, they clearly wanted everyone to think he was going to win. They put his award last for no reason.
No, there was a reason. We want y'all to continue to watch the show. We don't want y'all to turn it. So we know y'all are watching the show for this specific reason.
And then they don't give it to us.
Yeah.
That was really terrible of them. I mean, they always have something that they do to piss us off. And so it's like they let black people win a couple awards. They're like, but don't get too hyped because we're still going to piss you off.
but I feel like we don't expect it from them a little bit. Like I think that if this was the Grammys, we wouldn't know that we about to get screwed over because that's what they do. With the Academy Awards, they don't normally give us anything. So the fact that
they gave us Moonlight, but they did mess that up too.
But I'm saying like they don't really give us much. So the fact that you kind of were alluding to like really about to give us something, I kind of
not give. I mean, he earned that. It's not like
I'm not saying him. I'm saying us, like as viewers, as African Americans, like that they're giving us something in the sense of like having all these black people win. Because I mean, you can pick and choose whoever you want to win.
Yeah. The night did get a little weirder after the awards show. In the interview era, when a reporter thought that instead of interviewing Academy Award-winning Daniel Kaluuya, she thought she was interviewing One Night in Miami star Leslie Odom Jr., who wasn't even nominated.
Hi. I want to congratulate you on this. I've been following you since the beginning of your career. And I was wondering what it meant for you to be directed by Regina, what this means for you at this time with the world in the state that it's in.
Say that question again, please.
I was wondering what it meant for you to win with the world in the state that it's in at the moment.
What it meant to win to the world that state is in the moment. It just, it's amazing to have this honor and to be appreciated in this way.
He's a better man than me. He's a better man than me. Directed by Regina. Like, what are you talking about, ma'am? I followed you since the beginning. And crazy,
obviously you didn't.
Clearly, right? And the crazy thing about it is that she wouldn't back down afterwards. She went on Twitter saying, Daniel Kaluuya, I did not mistake you for Leslie Odom Jr. I'm sorry if it seemed that way. I had wanted to ask about Regina King not being nominated as director for One Night in Miami and your win for Judas and the Black Messiah for the community at this time. There was a sound issue, so I dropped the part about Regina King and restated my question. While I listen to the audio, I do understand, but there was no confusion.
That is a ridiculous lie. Are you serious?
Well, look, it's all about recovery. I think I have a bigger issue with the fact that Daniel Kaluuya speaks in this British accent. Like, why are you speaking that accent? And you don't you don't do the movies in that accent. Like, why are you speaking in that?
Because that's his normal language. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't like that. Like, I feel like if you're on the
award, not working.
Look, please speak English.
Yeah, that's what you are. That throws you off, that little accent.
Like, I don't. It's just like
when I first heard it, it did throw me off. But I mean, that happens a lot.
Yeah, it's very weird. She also did say, though, she reached out to an expert, and they said that she did make a mistake. And she says that the suggestion that I confuse Leslie and Daniel is hard for me to understand.
An expert? What does that mean?
And she continues to apologize. She's kind of locked her account. I think it's private now because I guess she was. Margaret Triple G was getting some feedback there to her Twitter account. So yeah. But no one had as wild of a night, and I mean nobody had the night that Tyrese had. It all started before the Oscars, well before the Oscars, with his girlfriend posting this video of him giving her a haircut live on Instagram.
I know we're supposed to be shaving, but I'm thinking about something else.
Shaving.
Why are you sticking your tongue out?
I didn't even know I was doing that.
On Instagram Live, by the way. Dex your face. Why you leaned in so close, Dex?
Because I don't use razors on myself, but I don't even shave myself that aggressively. What the hell are you doing to that girl?
Yeah, that wrist was.
I was just about to say, I mean, either there was a lot of hair there, or he was very aggressive with somebody that like.
She was just sitting there like she's probably like, oh, it hurts so much.
That was really good.
It's so painful.
His Stunt of the Year nomination.
He probably got a couple of down there.
But then the worst part is in that same exact shirt, he decided to invite his friends over to watch the Oscars.
The animated movie called.
Let's get this Oscar. Jay Fox, let's get this Oscar, baby. What we talking about?
He's gonna win. So I'm gonna make sure I go and get the one that I have at home so I can hand it to him when he wins. Shh, this is a surprise.
So we believe. Terrell, Texas. What's better than one Oscar? Two?
By the way, that was a fake Oscar. He purchased. He had like the whole thing last year where he talked about how he purchased his Oscar because he has to fake it until he makes it. So he has a fake Oscar around his house and he gave it to Jamie Foxx.
Leave that part out.
Oscar because
I gotta say though, seeing that though does kind of take away from the Tyrese killing his woman's vagina, and not in a good way. Like it was kind of like the black man joy moment. It's a big deal.
Ty, you discussing
for me? He's just weird as a person. I'm just like, I don't want to see him anymore.
You think he should have changed his shirt at least? Like, just change out that little zip up.
As long as he washed his hands, I guess it's okay. But his hands looked awfully dry, so I don't know if he washed them.
You invite the bros over right after you finish trimming. Like, that's something.
I mean, I know people have done stranger things, but I guess the fact that you advertised what you were doing and didn't change, I think, is the problem.
And the funny thing is that when you Google Tyrese,
lady go, was she at the party or she was chilling?
She was at the party. She walked downstairs. Jamie Foxx said,
she probably limped down the steps with all them band-aids.
All right, let's move on to the basket of deplorables, and then we'll be done with the news for the week. The deplorables haven't saying anything. Exhibit A, a representative. I think this is a Louis Gourmet.
But what is a larger course of academic instruction?
If you're having a discussion on whatever the case may be on slavery, then you can talk about everything dealing with slavery, the good, the bad, the ugly.
There's no good to slavery, though.
Well, then whatever the case may be.
Jesus. Basket of deplorable exhibit A. Basket of deplorable exhibit B, we have Rick Santorum, who says America's heritage has nothing to do with the natives.
If you think about this country, I don't know of any other country in the world that was settled predominantly by people who were coming to practice their faith. They came here because they were not allowed to practice their particular faith in their own country, and so they came here mostly from Europe, and they set up a country that was based on Judeo-Christian principles. We came here and created a blank slate. We birthed a nation from nothing. I mean, there was nothing here. I mean, yes, we have Native Americans, but candidly, that there isn't much Native American culture in American culture. It was born of the people who came here pursuing religious liberty to practice their faith, to live as they ought to live.
Just coming out and saying it. Like, they don't care anymore, guys.
We
like
need Will right now because
they do not care.
Will would go off on a tangent. I'll try. He would probably say, of course, there's no remnants of Native American here. That's what happens when you rape and you pillage a community. That's what he would say.
And then, Will would definitely bring out the smallpox blanket.
Y'all came over here with your cousins on ships with smallpox, and he'll name other diseases that we've never heard of. And y'all gave it to the Native Americans on blankets. And y'all can't even cook, and y'all put corn in cans right now. Like,
that's exactly where it would go. That is exactly where it would devolve to. Then Burgergate became a story. they started reporting that Joe Biden is cutting 90% of red meat from Americans' diets, and that we would only be able to eat 4 pounds of beef per year, 1 burger per month, is what Fox News was reporting that Joe Biden was saying. This even got Don Jr. to respond on Instagram. You've got to be me. Slow Joe thinks he's going to force me to eat only 1 burger a month. He's a bigger clown than I thought. My response to Biden's climate plan: come and take it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, shut up.
Texas BS report.
I hate him so much. And he wasn't the only one, Matt. Literally, they were talking about it all week.
Say goodbye to your burgers if you want to sign up for the Biden climate agenda. That's the finding of one study.
That will impact how you eat, including red meat.
Americans would have to cut red meat consumption by a whopping 90%. That means only 1 burger a month.
No burgers on July 4th. No steaks on the barbie.
The elites will find their way to get that ribeye steak if they want to. For the rest of us, it will be let them eat kale.
This is the kind of big government foretold that in 1973, this dystopian movie classic, Soylent Green.
Yeah, I like burgers, and I like my gas-powered car.
And then they had to come out and just make a correction.
On Friday, we told you about a study from the University of Michigan. A graphic and a script incorrectly implied that it was part of Biden's plan for dealing with climate change. That is not the case.
It's so stupid. Like, what is wrong with these people? Just stupid. There's another story about Kamala Harris that I'll talk about in my BS report, but it's just completely stupid. And last but not least, this is my favorite one of the week. Senator Tom Cotton got dragged after saying that Wyoming deserved to be more of a state than Washington, D.C. This is hilarious.
Yes, Wyoming is smaller than Washington by population, but it has 3 times as many workers in mining, logging, and construction, and 10 times as many workers in manufacturing. In other words, Wyoming is a well-rounded, working-class state.
One Senate Republican said that D.C. wouldn't be a, quote, well-rounded, working-class state. I had no idea there were so many syllables in the word white.
That was good.
Nasty. Republicans are out of control. I'm not even sure what else to say about this. Do you guys have any comments? Because we can move.
Let them eat kale.
let them eat kale.
If that's what they're going to do,
Ty, can you do this dance with us this week?
I should have named the episode that.
I can do everything on the planet but dance.
Try this.
Let's do it. You ready?
Same
Yeah.
All together.
Yeah.
Up, then it's up, then it's stuff. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuff. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuff. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Time for the updates.
Ty, you have 92 days to learn that dance.
92.
What's happening in 92 days?
I'll see you in person in Mexico.
What are we doing here? Oh, DMX's funeral happened over the weekend on Sunday. Family and friends gathered inside of Barclays Center in Brooklyn to pay their respects to DMX. And there was a nice little motorcycle trilling, like what do you call it? Motorcycle
motorgate.
There you go, motorcade. They actually took DMX via monster truck. Took his casket on a monster truck down to Barclays, which is kind of cool. That's a nice truck. I want one of those. Who gonna buy it for me?
You said you didn't need to overcompensate.
And Swiss Beats also spoke about his friend at the funeral.
the only part is like, you know, I just wish all these people showed up for him when he was here. You know what I'm saying? You got thousands of people claiming who they are on tickets and things like that. This man needed everybody. He didn't need everybody when he's not here. He needed everybody when he was here. You understand? So we gotta learn how to celebrate each other while we here. I don't want y'all to show up to my shit when I'm gone. Unless you was showing up while I was here. I want to be sent off with the same love that I had when you were standing next to me. The things that I'm witnessing from my brother's passing, it was a big educational thing for me to learn. I'm glad that I got to see it at this age. A lot of people ain't your friends. A lot of people ain't your family. And I need everybody to do a will. You have to do your will. You do not want strangers, bloodsuckers, handling your business when you're not here. You want the ones that you love handling your business. But I'm gonna make sure my brother's straight. I'm gonna make sure my brother's family's straight, my brother kids are straight, and everybody in here better do the same as well.
That was real. Swizzy.
When I pass away, personally, when I pass away, I just want you guys to throw me in the air fryer and call it a day. But if things happen and there's a memorial for me, Jason, I want you to be my Swiss Beats. You know how I am with people. I don't fool with people like that. And if you see people there that I don't like, I want you to call them out. I want you to say, you know, come on, you better move.
I'm gonna be like, and Dexter was just talking about you. He loved you so much.
Don't do that. Don't lie to nobody. Don't have nobody in there crying tears for me that I would look at them and be like, suck them up and go.
Dick, you know, if I was in charge of your funeral, there would be like 6 people there. I don't
there's about 6 people in this world who like me, so that's probably about accurate.
I don't fool with no people. All right, moving on to even worse news. Derek Chauvin, look how terrible he looks. Doesn't he look?
What an aged.
He looks god awful.
He looks like Roger Klotz from Doug.
How he's supposed to look from jail?
Zooted, completely spaced out. The Department of Justice is also mulling charges for a 2017 arrest that he had involving a 14-year-old boy. Get a load of this case that got swept under the rug that no one has ever heard about until today. Chauvin and another Minneapolis police officer were dispatched to a home where a woman claimed she had been attacked by her 14-year-old son and young daughter, right? So Chauvin shows up with his boys into their home, spoke to the woman. They ordered the son to lie on the ground, but he refused. Within seconds, he hit the teenager with his flashlight. Then he grabbed the teenager by the throat, hit him again with the flashlight, and quote unquote applied a neck restraint, causing the child to lose consciousness and go to the ground. Not finished. Chauvin and the other officer placed the teenager in the prone position, same position they placed George Floyd in, and handcuffed him behind his back while the teenager's mother pleaded with them not to kill her son and told her son to stop resisting. Not finished. About a minute after going to the ground, the child began repeatedly telling the officers that he could not breathe. His mother told Chauvin to take his knee off of her son. Then after that, about 8 minutes in, Chauvin did move his knee to the teenager's upper back and left it there for 9 more minutes, according to the prosecutor. Eventually, Chauvin told the teenager that he was under arrest for domestic assault and obstruction with force. The 2 officers then helped him to an ambulance, which took him to a hospital to receive stitches. He was also bleeding out of his ear as well. So, Chauvin is now being investigated for this one that just seemingly got swept under the rug. No one heard anything about it until like yesterday. Like, what in the hell? I don't even know what to say. Like, this is crazy. This guy clearly had a pattern of abuse, and it was completely ignored.
And you know the crazy part is this same person, or dirtbag as we like to call him, was really out here training other people,
training them.
Like he's out here training. Like these type of people are out here training other police officers. Like I think people need to let that sit in for a minute. Like this person is the training officer.
It's crazy.
And then they always talk so much about like all cops are not bad people, but like nobody spoke up about this man. Like if the George Floyd situation didn't happen, we still
if George Floyd didn't die, like
right, we still wouldn't know about this. And then think about the countless people that this man has abused that we don't know about. It wasn't on video. It hasn't been reported. Like this is disgusting.
It's a real dirtbag, man.
Dirtbag scum. And we'll leave you with a good note, though, guys. Last but not least, have some news about two rappers. One of them, one of our favorites, and a great deed that they have done, all in the name of generosity.
We caught up with both artists at Cleveland Avenue Park, where we found them cooking out and spending time with family and friends on Sunday afternoon.
This where we from. This where we from.
But they aren't just using their fame and fortune to give back to their loved ones. In fact, on Friday afternoon,
we just woke up and went to the jail with the lawyer and, you know, DAs and on the prosecutors and, you know, the bonding companies, and just got as many people as we can out, probably like 20 or 30 people.
The rapper's label, YSL Records, shared this exclusive video showing the moment dozens of Fulton County inmates were released from the county jail. Watch this emotional reunion between a father and his young son.
You never know what somebody been through, bro, and I understood when it was people sitting out 3-4 years that couldn't get out on a bond.
If they did the crime, they could do the time. It's all right. You know, but it's like, you giving them a bond higher than what they stole.
Young Thug. Look at Young Thug. That is amazing. Love to see that.
That's the one thing I regret is not seeing him in that dress, that wedding dress.
Seriously, like, and he looks like a man now too. So I don't think you're ever gonna get him in that wedding.
I don't think we're ever get to the level that he was at.
No, he's
wedding dress. Like next time he thinks he's getting married. It's gonna
Can you remind the people who don't know the story what we're talking about? It was back in 2016.
Yeah, we did this story here on Bro Talk Live. Young Thug was in the process of getting married, and he was like, "The wedding's gonna be beautiful. My wife and I are both gonna wear gowns. So it's gonna be two people in beautiful gowns.
There's gonna be two brides.
It's gonna be two brides."
That's what he said. He was serious. I thought he was serious. I don't know where she at now. She probably wasn't comfortable with that, so she.
No, they broke. Yeah, him and Jericho broke up.
Why do you know her name?
I know, right? What?
I'm a Young Thug fan. That's
why are you so invested in this story?
You're like, yeah, I think Jericho. Like, you know them?
Jerica Carlet. She's like an Instagram, person.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. And I do agree with what the comments are saying. And if you guys listen on the podcast, they're saying that this was an amazing idea that they did. This was great. This is dope. This is great. And I agree with that. Although I would like to know what these people did to get them in jail. I just
don't matter. Do not matter.
They probably committed a petty crime with dark skin, more than right.
They got caught selling weed that white people are now selling with tax added. Okay, kicking up to the U.S. government. Enough of those questions. Time for some real questions.
I got a question.
Ty, you gotta take up your old mantle.
Oh, all on the spot.
All right, you're the only one with experience. Me and Dex don't have experience hosting Q&A.
Dex always takes over for William. That's his boy. I'm sorry.
You're gonna introduce yourself.
Time for questions.
We have all ladies submitting questions this week.
Oh wow. Okay.
Only the second time ever this has happened.
Grown with plaits. Okay.
What's a plait?
Isn't it them little thingamajiggers that little kids get? Braids.
Okay. Noisy Nancy, fake energy.
Noisy Nancy, fake energy, anti-mask equals pro-mess.
There's three that I like. I like grown with plaits, I like fake energy, and I like anti-mask equals pro-mess. What are you guys thinking in the comments? What are you guys thinking on the show?
We have one just requesting Noisy Nancy, so nobody else really said anything yet.
And grown with plaits too. Let's do grown with plaits first, and then Noisy Nancy.
That's short.
Okay.
Short. Hey, long time listener here. I started dating a guy during COVID, and things are going well. The only issue I have is that he's a grown man with braids in his hair, cornrows, and with designs. Am I being petty, or is there an age limit for this hairstyle?
Depends on how old you are, lady.
I think you were cornrows as long as you want. Is that a thing?
Don't your dad have cornrows, Ty?
You tell me.
You don't know what Gino got cornrows? I thought Gino had cornrows.
You probably know better than I do. You tell me. What do they look like?
Let me know.
You might have cornrows. I don't know. Like mine, he don't got no cornrows.
I will say though that I guess, like stereotypically, there is maybe an age limit to it because, like, I remember in college, people would make fun of people with like girls would make fun of guys with like braids and be like, "That's childish" and stuff. But me, what's under here, I can't talk about nobody else's hair. If you can do it, you can do it. You got it. And if everything else, don't sabotage your relationship for his hair.
I don't think there's an age limit. I mean, it depends on what looks good on you. Like if you look good in plaits or braids, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, some people can't rock that, like, you know, past a certain age.
I know people who braid their locks back and make them look like cornrows. Is that like socially more acceptable than just having your regular hair braided?
I mean, I don't see an issue. Kiana's saying Allen Iverson is the only one still allowed to wear cornrows.
See, women don't like that. Women,
I'm just finding this out from our viewers that's a thing. I
know Barry had cornrows like a couple of months ago. He just cut his hair.
Who?
Yeah, women do not like cornrows. Like they don't.
That's interesting. My hair would never grow long enough to get cornrows. So it's not an issue for me.
If you got a George Jefferson with cornrows, let them go. If not, leave him alone. People say nobody over, I guess 40 is the oldest age we can give cornrows to. Doesn't Method Man have cornrows? No one says anything about him.
I've not
Jim Jones
in a while.
Jim Jones still have cornrows? We all know what Lil Wayne hair looks like, but
it's funny because the woman who I specifically was referencing just commented. She said, "Definitely don't. It's corny and childish."
All right, I guess there we go. Thank you. Someone's sticking up for men's. Thanks, Vance. Don't police men's hair. That's what I'm talking about.
Dance police is my hair, though.
Yeah, well, we need to. Apparently, Method Man has cut his hair, going on with the trend. So,
I guess that's the thing. Don't ask us. Ask the people on this show. Apparently, they
up until my second year in college.
Oh, you did have braids in college.
My first year. You didn't know me with braids. I had cut my hair by the time you came.
Yeah, but I've seen pictures.
Oh, okay.
Noisy Nancy and Fake Energy, they're both saying we should do.
All right.
Whichever you guys want.
Dex probably would like Fake Energy. No, I mean, they're both. Let's do both.
Giving it all the time.
Let's do both of them.
Okay. I moved in with my boyfriend about 5 years ago. Our neighbors, husband and wife, have 2 trucks with dual custom exhaust. They are so loud. They will wake up our daughter at 5 a.m. I can hear them start their trucks when I am in the shower. In the summer, they have motorcycles and they sit in the driveway, revving the engine.
Reviving
the engine. I think
she meant revving though. Yeah, she definitely.
I thought she meant revving. That's why I said that. They tear off down the street. I guess that means. We live in a residential neighborhood with children and neighbors, always walking their pets, bikes, etc. What do? What are we supposed to do? We have mentioned our frustration, blah, 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 agree. We have mentioned this to our frustration loud, neighbors, blah, 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 because no changes have been made. What do we do? Call the HSA. How the hell are we supposed to know?
Yeah, let's do the other one. I mean, like, really, there's nothing we could tell you about this. You did what you needed to do. I guess you got to deal.
You can slash their tires.
You could slash their tires.
I mean, you could get violent with it. You can the police have been abolished, so you can
put a bottle of water in that gas tank, and
then let's not be dangerous with it because they might have them ring cameras.
Oh yeah, you're right. Them ring cameras will get you every time.
I think we should bring over a pie and kindly talk to them and ask them if they could keep the noise down during this time. and I think they'll comply. They seem like kind people.
No, they don't. Not at all.
They live in a residential neighborhood. Obviously, they
that's what matters. Okay.
probably didn't know they were bothering other people.
This seems like something that would bother Dex. This question.
This seems like something that's font is really small, and I can't see it.
I'll make it big.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I've been working / interning with this is like my 5th question. What's going on here? I've been working / interning with another girl my age, and our work relates to helping people. She is always smiling, laughing, saying hello to everyone that walks in, compliments them and on their outfits, and it's very sunshiny. I can act such a way, but I choose not to because I find it overly exhausting. We went to a training where she admitted that she is sunshine on the outside, but her inside is more gray. And for me, my core is sunshine, but my outside is more gray.
My goodness.
Who are these people today? Here, I'm comparing myself to her, and that's not the point of this post. But she's so overly nice, and everyone talks about how she is the nicest person ever. I never see her in any other mood. She is always calm and smiling and laughing and talking. My body does not feel comfortable around her, and I thought a long time about it. I wanted to know if it is possibly because I could be threatened by her, but honestly, I'm not. I've concluded that I just have an off vibe from her. Like my body knows she's not fully genuine. Maybe she is that nice, but I don't understand how one doesn't show any other emotion, especially during 10-hour work days. I don't know. Has anyone experienced this?
No.
What are we supposed to do?
Listen, this is one of them things where it's like, if you're at work and you're like having a shitty day or whatever the case may be, and you choose to, not manifest that and be sunshine and helpful and nice at work, like why I don't understand why that bothers you. Like, who cares?
Yeah, let's do the other one. Let's end on a high note, hopefully.
Let's just end it. For more
I wanted to
questions.
do one more.
And the suffering.
I wanted to give an opinion. That was a stupid question.
Yeah, it was very. For more questions, hit us up brotalklive.com/questions.
Jason. Jason and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
Ty, you had something to say? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, sir. We're good to go. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days.
I'll narrate. U.S. President Donald Trump struggles with the Asian handshake during the photo op at the opening ceremonies of the summit. World leaders were instructed to place their right arm over the left and extend the handshake to the person next to them. Trump was supposed to join hands with Vietnam's prime minister and the president of the Philippines, but ended up clasping the hands, one of the guy's hand with both hands, breaking the line into 2 parts, like an idiot. Look how stupid he looks. Say cheese. Look at that stupid face. And they zoom in on that stupid looking face. I want to leave it up there so it could be as awkward as possible.
I love him so much. Like,
this gives me first year vibes for sure.
It's early, yeah. 2000.
I feel like he learned how to shake, hands.
No, or they didn't invite him back. I say 2017.
That'll be year 1. You're saying 2017, Ty?
Yes.
We both did, yeah.
Correct. You're correct.
He's always right. So I was about to say he's always right. So if he agrees with me, I feel confident.
Who, me?
Yeah. I don't think you've got one of these wrong.
I don't think I have either because I know what I'm entertained by.
That's your boy.
Sweet Daddy
Sweet
Trump.
Daddy Trump.
Sweet Daddy Trump. That man was really our president for a long time, like 4 years longer than I expected him to be. Amazing.
4 years, and would have had another 4 years.
She was talking about the
4
question.
years.
Though. You know,
The question, yeah, 4 years, and he would have had another 4 years if at 10:30 p.m. when the polls were closed, if they didn't miraculously find all these votes in Georgia.
All of a sudden, Georgia and Pennsylvania, Georgia and Philadelphia, miraculously.
He said, and frankly, we almost won this election. And frankly, we did win this election.
We did win this election.
Never forget that.
Ridiculous.
You're terrible. Like, what a person.
What a person. More embarrassing. This is in the same realm as what did the Trump say? There's a basketball player. His name's Kevin Garnett. He's made over $150 million in his playing career. And he struggled with this word. I want to see if you guys can guess it. Before we reveal it to you, and back in what does the Trump say sort of style. So here we go.
Okay. Might have a. See, I never know where it's gonna go. Okay, here we go. Kinda like naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
What did he say?
One more time.
Naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Career highlight.
Naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Coach?
I have no idea.
Crucifixion? Like, I don't know.
One more side.
Naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Kolef-ish. I'm trying to figure out what that could be.
They're saying college.
There's no way that better not be college.
It doesn't make sense in context. I'm trying to think of what makes sense in context, and nothing makes sense.
All right, once I'm blurred, you're going to see the word, and you're going to see what he was trying to say. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
You guys are nowhere close. Here we go.
Naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
Equivalent. Is what he was trying.
No way.
Naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
He just glossed over it.
Now, it makes sense in context, but that's not what you said. That's definitely not what you read.
Kolef-ish. What?
Kolef-ish.
Naming NFL equivalent for each NBA player.
That's so bad. That's embarrassing. $150 million can't say equivalent. But he can count.
If you give me $150 million, I can forget some things too.
If you knew them at one point, I don't think he knew it.
Is that more embarrassing than this?
Hood meals. I don't know about y'all, but we did this in the hood. We ain't had no bread, so you want to get your ham and cheese. The cheese already in there. You ain't got to worry about that. You get 2 in 1. The cheese already caked up in the meat. But kitchen noodles. Man, what a long bowl is. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Fuck is this?
Hey, do it, share, like.
Damn, I just used. You gonna flush the whole once an hour. Chip. Get your fork. Fork in here? Yes, sir. Get your noodle. You want to apply the toppings? Yes, sir. You want to roll them up like roly pop? Go away. Damn.
I literally was gagging the entire thing. That was a lot. That was a lot. Like that was
a trigger warning. I'm sorry.
No, seriously, when he opened the microwave, it's like that's a dirty microwave. And then when the bowl fell off the toilet, I'm like, that's dirty. That was a lot.
The water, like what is going on?
The cheese is in the ham.
The cheese is in the ham.
First of all, I don't like ham. I think ham is disgusting. No offense to people who love it, but the fact that you put oodles of noodles on it.
Oh, what time? That's
it's a jail burrito. Audrey says it's a jail burrito.
All you men that been to jail before? They love oodles and noodles, and they love oodles and noodles, and they love hot Cheetos. Those two things.
I like them. I don't think I've ever had hot Cheetos before. I might try them because people put hot Cheetos, like whenever you see something ratchet and ridiculous, it always includes hot Cheetos. Did y'all notice that? Some white boy put it on turkey. Now he's putting it on it. Like hot Cheetos must be the bomb.
All the people that used to eat, all the people that used to fight in school used to eat hot Cheetos early in the morning. Like,
you fight, don't fight me with them orange fingers.
They would eat 25-cent bag of hot Cheetos and a honey bun and be ready to scrap
somebody. Okay,
and one of them Everfresh juices, and that's
it. Or wrap snacks.
So is that more disgusting? More embarrassing than cold fish?
No. I mean, no. Yes.
That's more embarrassing than cold fish.
Well, that's way more embarrassing than messing up a word. Like I was waiting for a roach to walk by.
You live in foul though, like that. You shouldn't be okay living with that, and you're okay with
because you're in poverty doesn't mean you have to live in filth.
Thank you, LaRon. The hot Cheetos. That's what I'm talking about. Kiana eating shrimp oodles and noodles right now. I hear that.
Okay,
I don't believe that.
Are you eating shrimp oodles and noodles
on purpose?
Ham.
Not with ham and cheese.
And also, what grocery store?
We are really analyzing this.
What grocery store are you going to that they sell ham with cheese already inside of it?
With cheese squares. Cheese squares. That'd be the ones that always be on sale. Who made the biggest mistake? Contestant number 1.
Wow.
She lost the balance.
Damn.
You want to see it one more time?
What?
Yeah.
Dex, you seemed a lot less sympathetic the second time you watched it.
The second time I noticed something.
What'd you notice?
Thing was moving. Second time, okay, there's a little something.
Did that lady make a bigger mistake than this lady who decided to walk in front of an African-American young lady at, it looks like a car or DMV or something like that, without wearing a mask?
Lady trying to sanitize the air in front of her. She got sprayed. Things got heated part 2.
I will spray you like an insect. Just thump your ass in this building. Don't get it twisted because I'm old. Fuck you up in here. Don't go there. Don't go there. In my space. Girl, I ain't thinking about you. I was here.
So nasty.
You know what it is about black women, though, older black women. Not only are they going to say whatever they feel like saying, they're not going to stop.
And they're going to do it.
Stop. They literally just keep going until they feel like stopping, and they don't stop.
She brought her lights on. She's spraying in front of her. I love it. She should have wore a mask though. Like, you're in a public area. Why are you rolling up in some places without a mask?
Older black women who, like, in their head, they used to whoop some ass. Like, they swear they can still whoop it. Like, lady, you can't get a whoop no ass. Like, that's over for you. Like, you can't whoop no ass no more. Like, that's it. Like, that last time you remember in your mind where you whooped ass, that was your last time. That's not happening again.
She can spray you though. She'll spray you in the eyes.
She'll spray you, but and okay, you can spray, and I probably won't do it. But like, don't be out here thinking like you can still whoop ass. Like, you could probably. That's not happening.
So who regrets it more? The lady who tore up the house, the
lady who fell through the glass,
or
regrets it more.
No, I think the girl who fell through that glass, she did it for TikTok, so she's fine with that because she loves the attention. That girl,
she bashed her head into some glass for TikTok.
Jason, you know she did. That girl who just got cussed out for just being like, whatever, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. She ain't never gonna live that day. Like, she is mortified right now. Like, and she's scared of that old woman too.
Because she really is scared of her. She's like, trying. Oh, low. I'm like, no, speak up.
Speak up. Speak up without your mask on.
Put some bass in your voice. Worst situation. Trigger warning if you get grossed out by eyeballs and stuff like that. Sorry. This lady has some brand new eyelashes. But people was asking, like, is she dead? Like, why her like just pulling it down like that? So is she in a worse situation with them eyelashes stuck to her face, or is this person in a worse situation?
She's gonna fuck like on his head. Ooh, look on his jacket. Ooh. On your arms. Ooh, this shit is so fucking. Don't put on. No, I ain't gonna have nothing to eat. Ooh, I starved. Mama, why you gonna tell me to pick up that stuff? I ain't got no top. Now it's wasting all over the car. Yes. Be quiet, bitch. It ain't got no top, mama. I'm finna pour it out. It's wasting all over the car. There's no top. Yes, I'm holding it, but it's still.
His mama said about the house. With a pot of gumbo and all that.
If you come back here without my motherfucking gumbo, I'm gonna
You know how people be like IFYD. She said IFYDCB. You know that's what she said, and that's why he was upset, crying.
Mama, why you send me out this mama? Well, I'm finna pour it out. She was like, mother. No, he was like, cause it's spilling all over me.
No, she probably said, I wish you would. I'm gonna beat you. And you better not spill it.
I think Gumbo Boy's in the worst situation in that way. Because that's hot too. He's probably like spilling all over his leg.
It's not, he could at least like slid a little plate over top if it ain't have no real top. Or
the crazy part about it,
some aluminum foil over it.
He's holding it.
The crazy part about it is that the least of his worries is spilling the gumbo or it being hot. Like, he's concerned that his mom's going to kill him when he gets home.
You're not eating that gumbo after it's been out in all that air?
I tell you.
That's right. All that air. I don't eat nothing with all that air touching. I need to be wrapped or something like that. Who's he taking it to? Who wants this?
Grandma. He's taking it to grandma.
Speaking of grandma.
Once they put that back on the stove and reheat it, all that rolling gonna be going out of there. They'll be all right.
Speaking of grandma, we have auntie TikTok versus grandma TikTok. You guys ready?
Okay.
Last but not least, tell me which one you guys prefer out of auntie TikTok and grandma TikTok.
Sometimes I tell myself, Lisa, you have to stop drinking. Thank God my name ain't Lisa.
No, because seriously, I'll be on this show every week. Like, Jason, you need to not drink no more shots or nothing like that. Good thing my name ain't
Hey,
Jason.
look at you. What is that? What is that? Some Chris, what is that? Ooh, cinnamon whiskey?
No, tequila only for me.
That looked like that burned all the way down. You barely handled that.
I had to keep it together for the show.
Yeah, like you like that burn, bro.
That was auntie Twitter. This is grandma Twitter. I'm sorry. I hear that.
It's grandma for me.
No.
It's the grandma for me.
It's grandma for you. That all day. She did another video. You want to see it?
Yes, I was going to say, please have it.
Hello, my friends. This is part 2. I want to show my ladies, honestly, what I do for my derriere. I've been doing this for years. I don't use my waistband. I don't. As you sit down like this, put your arms in front of you, you will have more room. I'm just doing this to kind of show you, okay? You got your music going. You hear that? Hey, but anyway, you put your arms in front of you. This shapes your butt. It really does. I've been doing this for years. It makes it stay round. And I'm going to show you this other trick after this, before this tape go off. And you rock. Look, holding your stomach in. Holding your stomach in. And rock. And you like.
Don't you know what that remind me of, right?
Don't have that video up. I already know what you about to say. No. leave stuff alone.
The Ashanti video, that's what it remind me of.
Yeah. But it was I want to know her Instagram for research purposes.
Grandma gonna have Pop-Pop's pressure all up. She didn't stop.
Pop-Pop did, and Grandma's living her best life now.
Grandmothers out here. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are so wild in these comments right now. Grandma better. So y'all going with grandma or auntie? Ty, you going with grandma or auntie?
Oh, grandma definitely getting it.
She's getting it.
Not from me, but from somebody.
Who would you say that about? Was it like Omarion's mother? He was like, oh, she could get it.
They say you single till you marry. Hey, grandma.
That was hilarious. Hey, grandma.
Hey, grandma.
They love that little scoot. I don't have it. I don't have the scoot. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna pair it up. I'm gonna put it as a clip next week. Y'all gonna get this scoot. Y'all gonna get this scoot. That was Jason and Company. It's now time for the BS Report. That song goes so hard.
I'm about to say Jason clearly likes this song.
I love it.
It's "Do Love," which is one of four of Mick Foley's characters. The other ones are Mankind, which you guys are probably really familiar with, Cactus Jack, and Commissioner Foley. All right, guys, Dex's BS Report.
Commissioner Foley, you gonna make him a character?
He was a character.
Oh gosh.
Well, when people like me started watching wrestling, you might have seen more Commissioner Foley because I really started watching the early 2000s. But anyway, Dex's BS Report, guys. I tell 3 stories. 2 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is false.
That's why I'm screaming at this chat right now. It's so nasty.
What did they say?
No, go ahead. Keep going. Just keep going.
2 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is false. It's up to these guys and you guys in the comments to let me know what's true and what's false. All right. So there's a marriage getting ready to happen. I need to see the comments. You won't stop laughing.
I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at them when we were doing that segment about the grandma. So now I'm looking at all of them and I'm laughing.
Share them then. Share them real quick.
It's so mean. You guys are mean. Go ahead.
All right. There's a man and a woman. They were getting married, and then the mom discovered the bride's. The mom of the groom discovered the bride's birthmark, and she was like, "Wait a second, like, were you adopted?" And then the bride's parents actually confirmed that yes, 20 years ago she was adopted, and even she didn't know about it, and they didn't want to disclose it. Turns out that she's actually the daughter of the mom. That she's the daughter. So there's that. And then the next story, there's a man in Florida who was arrested for throwing an alligator into a Wendy's restaurant. He was a little upset about his meal and decided to get even by throwing a live alligator inside of the restaurant. And then finally, if you guys are afraid of those murdering hornets, you might want to be careful going outside now. There are jumping worms that have been sweeping the nation of America. They've been coming. They started in the Midwest, and they've just started jumping onto different people and actually are the only worms in the United States that have been known to bite people. All right, guys, what's true? What's a lie?
The
I feel like
worms.
with all this new stuff coming out the ground, I believe in those jumping worms.
No, I don't believe in no worms. Ain't no worms jumping. I don't believe in no worms. I know that gator story is probably true. That's not like something that would happen.
When I first moved to this area, I realized there was such thing as a cricket spider, and so I think anything's possible now.
People. What do you think the lie is?
That first one.
Okay. The first story is actually 100% true. Like, the only thing is that people, they did still get married because the son was actually adopted as well. So both of them were adopted. So they weren't actually brother and sister. The jumping worm story, I realized when I was doing the bro talk, realized when I was doing the BS report that I didn't tell a lie. So I had to throw a little lie into the jumping worm stories. There are jumping worms, but there's no word on them biting or not. So that part is the lie. All right, guys, that is Dex's BS report for the week.
All right.
Technical.
Had to, like, honestly, I was sitting there like, wait, you didn't tell no lie.
He ain't tell no lie. Time for seats.
You know what I just thought about when I was thinking about these seats? We've been doing seats, I think, for as long as we've been doing this show. It's one of the segments that's always been with us. And like our lives are getting really significantly better because y'all never have seats anymore. Y'all living in the suburbs, y'all getting married, y'all doing all types of wonderful things, and you barely ever have seats. But I hope for this week, you'll throw us, a throwback and give us a seat.
Ty, you look like you almost sawed your damn neck off with that damn Band-Aid. Like,
it's actually a really small cut.
You should you didn't get like the black skin tone ones like that match your skin?
I don't know. It wasn't like I haven't had a Band-Aid on in like 15 years.
Remember when they were trying to cater
the people in my house besides me are this color.
Remember when they were trying to cater to us over the summer and they were like, we're coming out with new Band-Aids that match black people's skin. Like, they were ridiculous last summer. It's crazy.
What happened to them?
Just like them Harriet Tubman dollars, they never came.
Oh, so those black Band-Aids aren't a thing?
What, you found one?
I didn't look for them. I'm not really a Band-Aid person.
Look, you ain't gonna find them.
They're probably in a Band-Aid store.
I actually have two seats. My first seat is gonna go to people who feel the need to fight in the airport. Look, going on a trip is cool. It's always fun for the most part, unless it's, like a funeral or something like that. But it's always a fun time. The only time that's not really fun, at least for me, on a trip is the airport. Like, nobody wants to be in the airport. But for you to spend that time that you're in an airport fighting, there's so many other things that you could be spending your time doing. Finding where you
Dex, there's nothing to do in the airport.
You can find where you need
literally nothing. Like, fighting is probably one of the
that's all you can do to pass the time.
I do not think fighting is acceptable in an airport. I just don't. I just think it's the stupidest thing that a person can do. I really do. And then my second seat is going to go to a good friend of mine. So I was talking to one of my friends about their interests, right? And my interests as well. And I'm like, I'm really big into cologne. And they were like, oh, okay, well, I don't wear cologne. I'm like, oh, really? He's a grown man. I'm like, why don't you wear cologne? And this man says to me, I'm tall and I'm light skinned, so I don't need to overcompensate by wearing cologne. So you have to be seated for that because
this was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Literally the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But Ty, do you wear cologne?
I do. I actually love cologne.
You do?
I like cologne so much that I actually will take a shower at night and wear cologne to bed.
Thomas, during quarantine was one of my worst things about me is that I would wear cologne just because like I wanted to wear cologne. Like, I really love wearing cologne. Jason, do you wear cologne?
I love cologne. I actually do.
I love cologne. What's your favorite brand of cologne, Ty? Jason, what's your favorite brand?
That Banana Republic one.
Okay. Jason told me. Jason said,
I'm light skinned.
I never said that. That's alleged words, not verified. Poorly off the record. My seat's going to go to once again the Republicans. No, the New York Post. This lady, she's a journalist. Well, she was a journalist for the New York Post, and she quit because she says that the New York Post forced her to write an article saying that Kamala Harris had been, giving all immigrant children a copy of her book, and that was completely fabricated, completely made up. One person bought a book to one of those camps, and someone decided to make up a story and report it for the New York Post. So you have to be seated. Then she claims that she quit because she felt like she was bullied into writing a story that she didn't want to write in the first place, and that she, her ethics have been called into question because she was forced to write this article. So, yeah, that's my seat. Bye, lady.
Forced to write the article.
She said, and it wouldn't have been like out of the question to quit before she wrote the article, like in protest, but she decided to write the article and then quit. That's a stand.
You knew what you were doing.
It's not really a seat, but I do have a quick statement. I've noticed that all the important people on Twitter, like who are high up in their careers, always say, my views are my own. And so I want to remember to say that on every single show because I'm going up in this world. So my views are my own.
They do not represent my employer.
Wait, so what do you mean?
Represent my employer or anybody else who pays me.
What do you mean you don't have a seat? You started this off with a disclaimer about the rest of us not having a seat.
He started off with a diss, not a disclaimer. He dissed us.
It was just a story, guys. I was just thinking,
Okay, well, where's your seat?
Okay. Do you know what's funny about me is I always have seats. I keep them in my phone, so like I can always pull out a random seat if ever I need to do so, but I'm not going to justify your attack on me.
Boy, I tell you.
You want to see my daughter? Come here.
Oh,
you want to be on TV? Pray for Bill. He's undergoing some family trauma, so we want to lift Bill up. Say hi, Bella.
Hey.
You guys have anything else to say? Any shout outs? Shout out to everybody that was in the comments. We appreciate you guys.
And for those of you who are up late, it's only like 5 o'clock where Jason is, so that's why his kid's still up.
It's not 5 o'clock, it's like 8 o'clock. But yeah, it is what it is. Dex, you have anything to say? You good?
No, just thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Will, for everything you're doing. And
this is strange. I'm not sure where you were going with that. Thank you, Will, for everything you're doing. What?
Like protecting his peace and all that stuff.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's a lot. He's going through a lot.
I got you.
And thank you guys for tuning in and watching the show with us tonight.
There we go. All right, for Ty, for Bill, for Dex.
Ooh.
I forgot.
His name is Dexter.
Dexter. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. We'll see you guys next week. We out. She's out. She don't want no more to deal with me. I can't hit in broadcast. Move your hand. Say